So the video that I created yesterday to outline my play for Tesla, you can see every scenario I was gonna play the downside. Every scenario, whether it's a sell off at the beginning, initial rally, sell off, any levels, selling off, selling off. Okay, and I was outlining how if there's gonna be a sell off, it's gonna go below 460. Well, guess what? I simply did not play the way I had explained to play. And if you look at this, all my Amazon plays were good, but look at my Tesla. Holy moly, what am I doing selling puts or buying puts? Yeah, this is, if you add this up, 2,000, 3,000, probably, seven and a half thousand. Plus in the Monday 1,500. It's 9,000 I've lost so far in Tesla. Tesla alone. I simply don't know how to play Tesla. And the reason I don't know how to play Tesla is because my instinct. It's the snake and the tortoise kind of scenario, It's my instinct. The snake is gonna play the way the snake plays. He's gonna bite the turtles. And you can't play Tesla the way you play Amazon. It's a different instrument. And you gotta set up, and you kind of have to recondition yourself because you know everybody have their own tendency, behavior, and when the bell rings and it's game time and the ball is thrown, you revert back to what you know, how you play. It's really your instincts. And even though you prepare for one way, even though you went over it in the morning, you simply forget. How can you forget? Well, you looking at it and you see signals, and the signals give you misdirections, head fakes, or whatnot because you're familiar with playing it a certain way, the way you play with Amazon, and then you completely forget what your discipline should be. So having discipline is so important because if you do if and then I just start chasing. Once you go down the rabbit hole and you go the wrong direction, you're gonna make one mistake after another. It's like playing poker. I mean, once you're on tilt and you're trying to make up lost hands, you play one bad hand, it can screw your whole game up because you simply you know you you miscalibrated, and it's kind of embarrassing, but it's kind of humbling to kind of learn that, to kind of see it the way it happened. I mean, I can't believe it, but it's true. So what did I do? Well, let me just go ahead and capture this picture and go ahead and show what exactly did I do. Well, it opened up, you know, gapped up, opened up weak. Obvious play, sell the calls. Um, of course, I sold the calls. That's yellow. So I sold the calls, made some money here. I don't, I didn't sell exactly at this point, but I made money. Then I waited for the return, up. Then I saw, a weak signal, then a sell off, and then this signal right here. This is a head fake. This is a trap. Why is it a trap? Because this is a false rally, and this right here is a weak. Well, it's a sell-off, but it's the next candle. I was expecting this. I don't know why I'm expecting this. It's just my tendency with Amazon is when I see these kind of hanging. At the time, it wasn't like where it was, right? It was a more beautifully formed like that with the tail. So at the time, I was expecting, oh, okay, it's gonna rally. I'm gonna get, back to VWAP. No, this is a head fake. This is a trap, and they sold this off, and that's how I lost, I don't know, 1,500, whatever it was. And then it behaved rather technically. Here's VWAP, just waiting it out. And then the sell off. Now, at this point, I sold some puts, hoping for a rally. Well, yeah, too early. Tesla is not going to. And if had I watched the option closely, like the option performance, I would have saw this was a head fake. So another smackdown, and this was 3K. And then I bought, here on the rally up. I'm gonna say, well, okay, it's gonna be a fake rally. It's gonna go back down. Bought some puts. Nope, went this way. So that's another 3K. So every play I made was incorrect, pretty much. Yeah, that's how you lose 7,000, 6,000. Ended up the day losing 5,000, a little, five, probably 6,000, but I'll just round it to 5,000. Did well on my Amazon. I'm probably gonna stick with Amazon. I don't know if I'm gonna play with Tesla except for maybe buying. Probably gonna buy the. So here is the option that I played at the time. At this guy right here, I sold the puts. Okay, and it was like 18 or something, like it was like right here, 16, 18. And then the next candle, or the next few candle, I got caught in the flush. And at the time, I was saying, man, I can probably hold on to it and it'll probably recover, but I have no idea how deep the flush would go. You simply have no idea how deep the flush can go. It can go to 30, it can go to 40. So I covered. Had I just held on to it, of course, I would have been profitable because I sold the puts here. It was like at 17, 18. The puts ended up at 4, so I would have made 3,000, 2,500. Instead, I lost because I covered, close to the top at whatever it was. I think I was on the 425. So I cover up here and I sold at 18. So two puts, that's 3,000. Had I held it, that 18 minus 6, that's 12 times 2, so that's, 2,000. So there you go. One bad mistake, one bad play. Um, just yeah, it's really funny how it goes. When you make one bad play, you continue to make bad plays, and you try to make up. And so I need to correct that. I need to play Tesla differently, and I think for tomorrow, I'm pretty sure for tomorrow, there's pretty good chance of a another sell-off after a rally. Maybe pretty sure it's gonna gap up because this is a tail, um, a doji tail. So that's a positive signal because it indicates a sell off and then a recovery. So here's the 5-day moving average, 460. So I'm thinking a rally to 46, probably to this level, 462, kind of line up pretty well. 460, yeah, 462, 460 somewhere here. So probably gonna go up to this level and then another sell off. If not Thursday, there's gonna be a sell off Friday. So either way, there's gonna be sell off at some point. This already demonstrated to me this behavior, and if you put in the extended hours, it kind of indicates all the way from up here, 536, to all the way to the bottom, 400 almost. That's 120, 30 points. So originally this is a what, 4-for-1 split or 5-for-1 split, something like that. So that's a good 500 points. Correction from where it was originally. I mean, this already indicates that they can sell this off, right? And if you look at it, it was at 530 something, 37, 38. So if you have the tail, the wick all the way up here, and that's already indicates that they can sell this off, and they can sell it off pretty good. So another sell-off is coming this week, and that's what I'm gonna play for. And I'm gonna have to write down notes and just plaster it up on the monitor or have some way to remember, because in the heat of the moment I just simply forget, and I play the way I like to play, which is I play with Amazon, and these Tesla plays are different. So potentially, some of these puts right here, maybe the 430 looks pretty good. So this is gonna sell off to whatever, maybe 4,000, 5,000, and get 10 calls or 10 puts. And if I play it correctly, eventually it's gonna hit. So buying the puts instead of selling the calls, just buying the puts, may be profitable during this environment. The way things are moving right now, I think it's probably pretty smart. Look at the VIX. I mean, this VIX is showing you something, right? This VIX, I mean, how can this VIX be all the way up? How is there that much fear factor when the SPY pretty much just went exponential? Dow Jones went exponential. IWM, I mean IBB, retails, I mean QQQ end up toward the top. Everything is green. So how is it that the VIX is showing strength? Now the volume isn't great, but that can come in. Let's look at 50 days. Yeah. 100 days. Yeah, so somewhere here, one of this is gonna happen eventually. Well, it looks like it's playing toward that. I mean, this is just a gradual increase, but the volume looks like it's building. So you're gonna get one of this, and you're gonna get some kind of correction, whether it be a temporary correction or more sustained correction, who knows? But playing the puts is a pretty good idea. What you don't want to do is sell the puts and get caught in what happened today, for at least for Tesla. And the best way of that is you don't sell the puts in the morning, or you gotta watch. I mean, at any time you gotta prepare for what they call the flush. One of these guys, right? You're trying to catch a failing knife. I don't know why I was trying to catch a failing knife. It's just so instinctual. So instinctual for me to say, oh, look, it's time for a recovery. And I didn't think anything of it at the time. I forgot. And it was just like, just at the time, I was looking at this and like, yeah, okay, this is a good correction. Time to sell the puts, make some money. Well, well, it wasn't there. But anyway, here, you can't see the future, but when it does hit and you get caught in another leg down, whew, and then maybe another leg down, man, that's just painful. And all you can do, you just get caught in the headlight and you just cover because you don't think of anything else but to get out. Because it's just painful to hold, because what if the next leg is down? Man, even though you know this is Tesla, and even though you know that there's going to be a bounce, instinctively you say there's no guarantee that there's going to be a bounce. But the best thing is not to get caught in one of these guys. The best thing I should have done was just to ignore when they were doing this type of correction, just ignore it and just watch it. It's not like Amazon where you can catch one of these guys, right? That was a perfect correction tail, though. Yeah, correction tail or reversal tail. This is just perfect reversal tail, but it's a head fake, right? In Amazon, you sell the puts on here, and it'll rally back to VWAP, and you make a lot of money. In Tesla, you sell the puts, they flush you out. And then they go the exact opposite direction, always extreme to extreme. Extreme to extreme, but at the time, you weren't even thinking about it. You were saying, well, I'm going to buy some puts and capture back this 3,000 loss. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. I mean, everything you learn, everything you know, all the patterns recognition that you try to imprint in your head, it's just when you caught in the headlights, when the grenades are hitting in the background and the bullets are whizzing past you, you sometimes you just forget and you don't play the correct way. And maybe that's why I should just stick with Amazon. I mean, Amazon, I don't think I'd take much loss on Amazon except when they hit you with the push. And it's really these extreme events that I get caught that I lose. Otherwise, if there wasn't these extreme events with the flush and the push, if it's anything technical, I make money. But I need to get. This is a good video for me to benchmark or store so that I can remember this because I've seen this 100 times, more than 100 times. But every time when it does happen again, you forget. So easy to forget because there's so many charts pattern. You're looking at so many charts. Even you playing Amazon, and when the time comes, you just forget. It's so easy to forget. But anyhow, lesson learned, and try to make the adjustment. And Manipulation Wednesday is over, so tomorrow will be Manipulation Thursday.